It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's World Collide Weekly Night. I'm Tony Ortiz, and I'm here with my friend Saberwolf on the ones and twos, and my co-commentator Tersman. And it's Chaos Night, and I'm throwing it over to Tersman. Now we're going to talk about the flags we rolled. We got some random flags for you guys. What are they at, Tersman?
Oh yeah, there's some weird stuff in here. So I'm going to start with the big one at the top. No black magic at all.
Ooh.
That's going to be fun. That's a whole 30% of the possible mage builds you can have. They're gone by. That one's nuts. But let's start at the top. Very simple ones. I've got the whole list in front of me because I got to look at this while I talk about it. Scaling is actually pretty easy. Only 2 for characters, espers, and dragons. Max scaling is level 48. That's not too terrible. But there are some interesting things around the ability list that I'm actually pretty interested in as well. Where'd it go? So Possess and X Magic are excluded, but all the rest of them are in there. That's not too shabby, and they all start with a lot. Like lores are starting with 8 to 16. That could be almost half the list. Dances are starting random between 1 and 6. That could be a bunch. Could be very handy. Rages, not so great. Start Rages original, crazy. But I think probably tied with the black magic thing is the shops will be vanilla. So that means that whatever is there in the original vanilla game, it's going to be there in this as well. So you're gonna want to go to Thamasa, buy a bunch of rods. You're going to want to go to, I think it's World of Ruin Zen, that has Super Balls. That's basically, you're not going to have to worry about their early game because that's there, and you're unlikely to run into something that's going to be better than that.
Right on. You can see our unlock conditions there on the screen. We've got 5 characters, 10 espers, 2 dragons, 2 of any of those for unlock. And another one, dragons are all the original locations as well, I believe.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
Yes, so that's going to be interesting. Maybe some cheeky plays for some of those dragons. If the runners can figure that out. Again, they don't have all this information. They only have what they can see there on their screen. You have looks like a bonus objective for defeating Haydn, gets you 10 levels.
Yes, there were some bonus objectives added. They're random in the spoiler log, but I did pop the seed open to take a look. It's Final Kekfa gets plus 10 levels if you find and defeat Haydn, so don't do that, I guess. There is one, I think it's 32 checks, gets you automatic overcast. There is one, oh shoot, the last one was, Velt Cave, oh there it is, the Magitech upgrade with Swing bosses, whatever. Fallen One, Velt Cave, that is extremely funny. If you do the Velt Cave check, everyone will have 1 HP for, I think it's at the start of every battle, everybody's reduced down to 1. I don't know if you're allowed to heal or not. I've never messed with that flag before. That's going to be interesting if we see it, which probably not.
Yeah, the character stats, it's pretty wide range here, right? It looks like 57 to 156%, so you could have some really weird low magic casters or super pumped casters or physical characters, so that's interesting as well. We'll have to pay attention to that status screen when we get going. We got about 10 seconds to start here, but with a stream delay it'll be a little bit longer for you guys watching. But watch for the kickoff. And we're gone.
Hey, there they go.
All right. So, Nog? Okay. Oh, floating got it. That means they have Shadow to start with. That the Veld Cave check is right away. Ouch. What if a character's there?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, thankfully you
peek
don't
it, I guess.
Edgar. But there's free Edgar.
Yeah, that's good. That's a reroll. 4th character right away. That's interesting. And with the scaling not too rough, that adding a character early is no big deal. I wonder if Nani already looking at the rages. I wonder if they know the vanilla rages well enough to know if that's the case.
Yeah, that one I think would probably slip by. You're not really looking at the rage section of the flags too terribly often.
Yeah, you're just looking for a good rage, one of the 5 to 8 best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like
Or
this.
go home.
I like starting the Moogle quest here first, because you can always just dip out and come back, and then you don't have to come back up to this room. This gives you some items for the shopping that you can do with Edgar. With his half-off discount here, if you put him in the front of the party in this location.
Yes, this both of the versions of Figaro Castle and then South Figaro in the World of Ruin get some stuff half price. I guess still, handy to get some items here at half price, but with vanilla shops, those particular areas aren't going to be the most exciting things in the world.
Yeah, they wouldn't know, but now they probably will figure it out after not the first shop necessarily, but the second one is going to give it probably away here.
Mm-hmm.
And we have
normal. What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of starting money, like 37,000. So, like you mentioned, we really want to get to those shops that have the best items. The thing is, the runners have to figure out that that's what one of the flags is. So, vanilla shops is not going to be super obvious right away, but as they check some stuff and some locations, they'll figure it out.
I wonder, I think nobody were going to what might be one of the biggest tells of that is the Figaro Castle shop that has 3 tools in it. It's like those 3 tools. I know those 3 tools. I've seen this menu screen before.
Yep. Won't be necessarily obvious unless you go to like one of these locations where,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna. You have multiple shops close together. You're gonna check them all. One good thing though is that if we do find a character that has some of those boosted abilities, we're going to probably see them stick around at the party. So a tools character with 6 tools, I mean, that's pretty great. We really can't really miss on that. I mean, there's only 1 or 2 bad tools. So.
Right, yeah, they're all, pretty decent early on anyway. I think tools is another really helpful ability for early game, right? It kind of falls off a little bit unless you're okay with the single target chainsaw, but...
Saber, you might want to mute. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, cool. There's some crunching going on in the booth back here.
Yeah, I was like, I want some Doritos.
It's actually a chocolate-covered graham crackers.
Oh,
okay.
I immediately turned the stream audio back on to see if it was coming through, but no.
All right, we're going to get another item shop here. This is probably going to be a big hint to Nobody War that, something's up at the shops here.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a beeline straight down to Thasma.
So our runners did have an opportunity to look at the seed in the game, right? Like they didn't have time to look at there's no spoiler log for this or anything like that. But you look through that giant list and you don't necessarily catch a lot of the things that are different from what you're used to.
Well, if we didn't have an air anchor, we got one now. So there's one in the basement. And looking over it here, they started with 39.7k gold, so that's quite a nice nest egg to. That's a trust fund, really.
Oh yeah, you get so many thunder rods with that.
Yeah, and only 1 Moogle charm, so it's going to have to be swapped around. There's going to be a lot of extra menuing.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that's another issue that our runners are going to have to deal with, especially.
I forgot to point out one other flag to you guys. It's the selling cost is quarter, not half.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we might actually see if the runners have observed that, which I'm sure they have because they've probably looked at their inventory and seen things selling for way less. If we might see somebody go for some kind of play that makes a bunch of money while they're in battles, because they're going to have to take a lot of battles without black magic. Rods are great, but you're going to need some levels, especially endgame. Just make sure you survive the bosses, especially with that level boost. So no black magic, that cuts off a lot of weaknesses too. Like there's not going to be any, unless we go, because pearl rods aren't in the shop in vanilla, are they? Maybe at the very end of the game.
Oh, that's a good question. I do not remember if pearl rods are anywhere in the vanilla game.
Yeah, you can I think they're in chests, but I don't know if they're in a shop. So that's
you can definitely get one.
Yeah, they're going to potentially be cut off of some of the elements, just from not having. access to black magic, unless of course they find like lore, which could have open up access to water or rage if they find the right enemy that throws a water scheme like ninja or cast a water spell maybe. You can multi-summon Bismarck. So there's going to be options to get around the normal triangle of elements, but you're going to see a lot of lightning, fire, and ice.
Pearl rods are for purchase in Tommaso World of Ruin.
Okay, so they're only in the ruins.
Oh, all right.
I was trying to remember. It's been so long since I played vanilla.
There is also multi-summon on, so it's a really, not an ideal way of getting access to it, but if you run into Alexander, then at the very least you still can use that element.
Yeah, and it might even become, depending on how quickly they figure out where rods are at. So we got Noni already has the rods here. Good play, but noticing that their equipment does not sell for a whole lot. So kind of a non-bow, and we might actually see some Esper summons as like one of the main forms of offense early, depending on what we find. Torado summons Earth. That's an element, Earth element. So that's true. Not a lot of weaknesses to Earth in the game, but not a lot of resistances to it either. So could be utilized. It's going to be expensive to cast, so maybe we will see some weird plays like you can see crystal orbs getting equipped or gold hairpins.
Oh no!
Yeah. This is not good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody wanted a grind fight. This is definitely that. I think he just figured out that we got lore on Sabin.
Oh, blowfish. Okay.
Some alright stuff in there. Very cheap blowfish.
For 1 MP, yeah.
I think Tech Laser's your best option on the Magitech armor here.
Yeah, probably.
If you want to rage, yeah.
This is a dicey one. Will pay off if nobody can get through it.
It could also kill one enemy run. That might be the... No, I was going to stick with it. Yeah, this is an endgame fight. This is Kefka's Tower, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so
It is one of the most valuable encounters you can get into, though, so...
Yeah, if you can get these enemies down. Okay, that was imperative to not have Sabin get hit there and lose a turn. Gotta get Shadow up, make sure he gets the XP as well. Dead characters get none. And this should be good. Nice.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, Ruin Albrook. What is here in vanilla? I have no idea. Probably some decent stuff.
I think.
I
guess there are items.
Yeah, so there's going to be mid-game equipment. Ooh, all right, Genji Shield. Normally that would sell for a lot, but it's only going to sell for 1/4. Great defense, though. Probably want to keep that, actually, and just to give it to somebody.
Yeah, I think in a situation where you're not getting 20 grand from the endgame shields, it's nice to keep them around. There's a lot of really good things to have in shield slots.
Did nobody get into another? Did he get into another battle and die? What happened?
I am not sure.
All right, well, we'll just try to focus on Nani Gray's side while we get Nobody Wore back.
I did notice both earrings and Atlas armlets in the relic shop there. So that's a very good reason to come to World of Ruin Albrook.
Yeah, we got them back. That's good. Yeah, so there's... Oh, yeah, okay. We got smoke bombs, warp stones, bags. Let's buy all that if we can. Or not. Maybe, okay, on level 3, I guess, yeah, maybe want to take a grind fight first. Tempest is an interesting way to get wind damage. It's one of the rare items in the game that has a 50-50 proc rate, which is higher than almost every other... I think 25 is the base.
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, so and it hits the whole screen, so it might be a really nice way to AoE clear trash mobs here if you can find a decent grind fight. I would probably look to utilize that if it was me. Everybody can equip it too, which is pretty cool. Rage Ring, that'll make somebody immune to fire and give them a nice vigor boost. Not equipping that, I'm not sure if Shadow might be a good target for that.
Yeah, that's one of those accessories I don't think about much, but if I have it, I want to put it in an empty slot.
Yeah, it doesn't boost vigor as much as a hyper risk, but it makes you immune to fire. And if you're going to rage with Shadow, you're going to have a lot of rages where you're going to get basic attacks, and then it'll help with that a little bit.
I do want to put out Nobody Wore drop Mog out of the party.
Oh, interesting.
So there's no benefit to experience, but maybe they're thinking if I hit a character, I want to put him in the party, and maybe they want him to be lower level for some reason.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on that one.
Yeah, so I mean, don't quote me on this, but I believe the normal vanilla games process for characters joining your party is not the same as in randomizer. So normally in the vanilla game, when a character joins your party, they have a specific designated value of how many levels they're going to join your party at. So it's an average plus X. And
yes, correct.
Right. So like it depends on like what character it is and where you're recruiting them and what world. So Balance and Ruin have different values. But in randomizer, I think it's usually just the average level of your party. So I don't know exactly what ditching log does.
I mean, the only thing I can think of really would be to do the Gauss Velt check, but that's obviously not what's happening here. Naughty Gray running into some very unfortunate grind fights here. Ran into these level magics 2 times before, but this time got caught in the middle. And
this is why you buy smoke bombs.
I mean, they do have some. I think they did start with some warp stones. I don't know. Maybe Naughty Gray just wanted to teach them a lesson.
Yeah, they found that item shop, the vanilla item shop there in Albrook, and that shop sells warp stones, smoke bombs, and sleeping bags. Didn't buy anything, so maybe you just want to save that money. But I think at this stage in the game, you've probably seen that you're gonna have to open a lot of chests because you don't have any good magic yet, and you're selling for really, really cheap. So you're going to probably have to find a lot of your best weapons and relics out of chests because those are expensive things to buy in shops. And if you've figured out that there's vanilla shops, there's not really any great like super S top tier weapons or relics available to buy.
Right, yeah. I think Sniper might be the highest, like, it's not the strongest weapon you can buy in a shop, but it might be like the highest ranked one.
Yeah, Phasma Weapon Shop might have something like Enhancer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, enhancers are floating around too.
Maybe. Again, you need good vanilla game knowledge to take advantage of the vanilla shop, but yeah, there's definitely no like offerings or Genji gloves laying around in shops, so you're not gonna be able to buy any of those things. And the next best thing to use your money on is consumables that can get you out of trouble, can save you time, healing.
Yeah, and there's definitely a handful of them that you're going to want in your pocket no matter what you run into.
Yeah, and you could also just find throw, not as big of a deal when we have rods, but much cheaper. And if you're running low on money because you can't sell off a lot of gear, buying skeins and stuff is going to be less than buying rods. We'll see what happens. Nobody going to do the full Edgar. I like it. This is a check that I don't really like doing, but it's a great check to commit to because most people don't like doing it. It's a long walk. Yeah. You can't warp out. So if you're gonna, especially in a 1v1, you can hedge a really long check as a strategy. Just full commit to it, and then you have that in your back pocket. You might lose time, but it could also just put you minutes ahead. If it's something good.
Yeah, like you mentioned on a 1v1, that makes these less popular checks a lot more interesting because like you said, you could, especially one with this where you're going to get a dragon down there. Your opponent is probably not going to go after that dragon. You're going to get an item off that dragon that your opponent potentially get access to. There's monster in a boxes down here. Doesn't look like either of our runners are really going after that, but Ancient Castle is kind of the perfect example of that type of check, right? Where if it's valuable, it's immensely valuable.
Yeah, the only problem for Noti War here is going to be our favorite dragon. Yeah. Yep, he is going to wreck you with AoE magic, and if you can't get him down quickly, it's going to be tough. But our scaling is not too high here, so hopefully the right characters get hit, the spells come out, and we're going to get a scimitar off him as well. Instant death weapon, so it's not completely useless, but not one of the best things that you can get. He will still have a normal dragon type reward, but also the chests are tiered, right? So better stuff's more likely to pop up in chests that are like late game chests, I think.
Oh, let me take a look. See, I poured over this thing and I didn't even notice that.
I have to give credit to Saber for sending me some notes.
Oh yes, random tiered.
class. This is an open book test.
Which they all should be, really. I mean, like, who works with, not being able to reference, like, OSHA
also
documents
sent
and
me
stuff?
some notes, and I'm looking at them right now, and you have to write. It's right next to Black Magic is off, though, and that's in all caps, so that kind of... It's like, I don't care what happened before this. Black Magic is off.
Oh,
Oh,
Cat Hood,
also,
okay. That's
Doomcase will
huge.
try to escape.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
Doomgaze. Yeah, try to run. That Cat Hood was the reward there off of the statue. That's huge because that's a way to get money.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that solves the money problem for Nobody War. Now, if Nobody War wants to take a few extra fights or even just finds the right bosses that drop a good amount of money anyway, he's going to get max money after every battle. That's what that item does. It's also a pretty good head piece just to wear for defense and stuff. So equipping that, as long as somebody can equip it, Mog might be able to by default. I'm trying to think. But we're going to have, I don't know if it's 33% or 45% chance depending on, what the base set of flags is for characters to equip gear that they can't equip, or if it's 0. We'll find out. I'm sure Nobody War's going to check the equip screen soon, so. And we have Scan and Warp already learned, which is cool. So those Waystones actually can be burned to escape battles pretty much with impunity. Not much else to use the MP on as well without having Black Magic. Gonna be cures and support.
Yeah, Quick, I guess, is jumping up the tier list quite a bit.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the best avenue to skip. It's either that or find a Lucky Offering or Genji Glove. With the Cat Hood being there on the statue, that means that we're probably on like the Atma pool of rewards for items, because in Moogle Cup that would not be in the S tier reward pool for when you get an item instead of an Esper character. So I'm imagining that Aura Lances are there, and some other items that are in the Atma pool are what we're going to find from checks.
Oh yeah, I think the weapon or the item list is the default one. It looks like. So yeah, you got Force Armor in there, all sorts of less universally useful items.
Yeah, and if that same default applies, then that means that it's a 33% chance for anybody to use an equipment they normally couldn't use. So I know Cat Hood for sure is what, Realm and...
I think that's it.
Is it Realm?
Yeah, I think it's just
Only?
Realm.
I thought somebody else could wear it, but we'll see if somebody can equip it. Not really a necessary thing right now because Nobody War is not taking any battles. Good minimizing of the menu here. You don't really want to bother equipping anything or opening the menu unless you actually need to. Just waste time.
Strago can also wear the Cat Hood, and it looks like
Strago,
Gogo can too, apparently.
Oh.
Yep.
But
There's very few equipment that only one character can wear, like Science Swords. Realm does have a couple of those though, that only she can wear.
One thing I do also want to point out is that it looks like Nani Gray is focusing on just getting 2 characters, 2 dragons for unlock.
Okay.
That's all they really need to do, which is kind of crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, and both runners now have seen a dragon, but they haven't seen a second dragon yet. I'm sure they'll both realize when they see the second vanilla dragon in its spot that the vanilla dragons is a thing. That could have an impact, because the dragons are also guaranteed to drop their normal item they drop in vanilla when you beat them. It's 100%. So if you really want a muscle belt and you want to go fight the Chaos Dragon or whatever that has it, you can do that. So there might be some strategy employed on that front as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, those items aren't necessarily big game changers, but knowing where they are is really handy. Especially, I think what you said, the muscle belt's probably the most valuable one to run into.
Yeah, it could tip the scales. If you are unsure about whether or not you want to take a 3rd or 4th dragon, you can go, okay, well, I'll get the reward and I'll also get this thing to complement my Valiant Knife or whatever I have. There's some interesting stuff in there. But yeah, most of it kind of B tier, A tier at the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to see what the camp has for us. Nice MP there. Ooh, Quasar lore. That's very good. That's an elementless magic damage spell. Second best only to Grand Train in the lore pool, so that will come out. Unfortunately, Sabin has it, so low magic stat. He could have rolled 150% magic though.
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a really good look at the status screen yet. Or at
I
the very
think
least,
he started with 21 when I looked at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
not
bad, yeah.
great.
No.
Yep.
I think the highest
It's
was
about-
Mog at 36. I think was the highest one.
Yeah, I think the Magic Knights start with around 40 something at level 3. So yeah, it's still pretty bad. But the good old fashioned continent play.
And obviously, there's going to be level magics up there.
Yeah, this is where I think you might want your fourth character, but okay, I guess. Luckily, every time you find a character, the character select screen opens. If you have more than 4 characters. So again, we'll have to ask Nobody War about the decision to leave Mog here. There's got to be some kind of angle we're just missing.
He doesn't have a soft for the stone there.
Yeah, it looks like Edgar's going to be stuck blazing it. But he's not going to get any XP from this boss fight. And yeah, Remedy I don't think does. It does? Oh yeah, it does. Okay,
yes,
so
it
he
does.
cured it with Remedy. Yeah.
I think he just didn't want to use it because he's only got the one remedy left now.
Yeah. So he was just getting through the trash battles, and then he used
Yeah.
it before the boss fight. Very smart.
Just in case the guy with break shows up again.
Okay, where's Noni going to go next? Just item shop check here. This should cement it for sure that we have vanilla.
Okay, yeah, going after some snipers.
Yeah, Maneater, also not bad. Depends on what you find, but can definitely be decent. Any humanoid enemy, it's going to wreck them.
And it didn't look like we're going to the Colosseum this seed, but that is also probably not a great source of offense. It's like 77% vanilla or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if any of the characters that we have either are really suited to it, because if you take rage character, they'll use a random rage. That'll be terrible. Usually you want to try to find a character. Oh, well, actually, yeah, Edgar maybe can pull it off because he's got fight GP range, so that's not that bad. But I also don't want to go there without a ribbon or something that prevents status, because a lot of those enemies will just status you or to death you.
I completely forgot. Also, every character started with scan and warp, so we know that they would just cast warp turn 1 every single time.
True. Yeah, or scan the enemy 3 times in a row. The classic.
I'm just going to make sure I know exactly what this guy is.
If you ever want to watch fun vanilla stuff, just bring Edgar in there with his tools. He'll just use Debilitator over and over again. Great. This is going to be a problem here for Nobody War. I don't know if he can get out of this.
So scaling is still pretty low for the levels that Nobody War has access to here, but yeah, this is going to be a tough hole to climb out of. I'm not sure if there's going to be a. Ooh, this might. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, damage is pretty low at least.
Yeah, gonna need instant death would be a huge help here, because you could instant death the blue one in the back, and then that kind of like preoccupies Curly. He will try to resurrect them over and over. Oh, getting stopped isn't great either.
Yeah, wow. Good delay tactics from the Dream Stooges here.
Yeah, this is where rods would be really, really good. I don't know if Nobody War has the array of rods. Yeah, gonna reset out. Yeah. And this, my friends, is why you fade continent until you can't do anything else.
Yeah, Thamasa has all the rods, and Zen World of Ruin has the Super Balls.
Yeah, so hopefully Nobody War will figure out, hey, vanilla shops, I should just go buy a bunch of rods. I'll be good to go. And you're going to see the rods come into play on Nani's side here, because this is going to hit real hard.
Ooh, one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nani's levels are finally at the point where it's going to be coming up real close to the damage cap with these rod snaps on enemies that are weak to the element.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bosses that are low enough in the pecking order of the game's hierarchy where they really can't roll higher than damage cap HP unless there's like an uncapped set to the level they can be, which doesn't really come up very much. I don't think it's in this. Yeah, I think that would probably be in the notes that enemies can be uncapped, but
yeah, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Plus max scaling level's 48, so you're not running into too much crazy stuff up that, below 50.
Yeah, so like if we're there, even if they were a max level, one rod at damage cap would have killed them. Fairly certain there.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, is Final Kefka, if we get plus 10 levels and more on it, is that going to raise their HP? That's going to be interesting.
Yes, it will.
Oh boy, here we go. So that's going to make the math a little tricky, especially on stage 3 and stage 4, where HP totals really can change the fight and turn it in either direction if you hit it too early or, miss the mark.
Yep, and it's based on percentages of max HP too, so it's not you can't, necessarily just do a little bit of math. Nope, got to bring algebra into it.
Yeah, so we're really going to be looking for quick plus good relic plus good weapon to get past stage 3, and maybe
you didn't bring
really high magic defense for stage 5
either,
or stage 4.
Open book test. You guys didn't bring abacuses.
Yeah, I've got one over here. I've got a small one. It's an old magic life counter from the Duelist magazine. I can always throw some beads back and forth here. But yeah, I mean, even the stage 4, it might be tricky to get enough damage in to get that charging phase started. So Fallen One might become a bigger concern. So we might want to keep our eye out for a Megalixir somewhere, or at least keep some healing. Ooh, Katana Soul in the vanilla location. This is huge. If it can be down. I mean, let's see. Does anything here muddle? Don't think so. Lobo, not a bad rage if you have a good weapon, actually. Incidentally.
Yeah, I think it's times 2.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the enemies that don't do much but attack, if anything at all, will have some kind of multiplier to their fight command, which is pretty decent. And you can proc out of it. So if you have a weapon that has a... Ooh, okay.
Yes!
Just operating at a higher level. Nutty Gray recalling that, hey, this thing confuses. And if they had the cat hood that's just a little deeper in, they would have gotten a 655.
I know, yeah, if they just check, they're going to be really bummed out here in about 2 chests.
Not a bad haul, though. 53k is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. That's more than enough.
That's actually the bigger motivator for opening a Monster in a Box chest right now, because there's really no way to utilize the offering at present, but the money off of killing Katana Soul is huge. Like, that can just go buy you a big 18-pack of rods,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like Nani Gray's decision to put the sniper on Shadow as well, because like you mentioned earlier, some of those lesser used rages still have good damage multiplier on them.
And back row.
Popping the sniper on him is a good call.
Yeah, anything that can let your character sit in the back row so they take half damage and still do full damage is pretty good. And yeah, just getting things right before taking this dragon. I think Nani will see the blue dragon here and go, okay, this is not a coincidence. Now I've seen 2 dragons in their vanilla locations. Also, doesn't have to take any more dragons if they don't want to, because this is the second one.
Very true. I did just double check. I checked my notes this time, and Monster in a Boxes are also vanilla. So I don't know if Nani Gray knew that going down here, or just ran by it and had that spark. Just like, you know what? There's been a lot of vanilla stuff I've been running into. Let's go ahead and take a look in that box over there.
Yeah, if you're going to check one, that one and then the one right in the beginning are great, because if it is vanilla, the one in the beginning is just a Lobo. And, it doesn't add a counter to the Veld, so if you have Gao or whatever, that doesn't come into play. And it can tip you off. Okay, well, that's a vanilla one. Let me check one more box. If you happen to be down here and doing this check for Edgar, this is a great one to check, because if it's vanilla, it pays off like we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge. Unfortunately, again, got to take this walk out of here. Let's see what Nobody War gets on the waterfall reward here.
I believe this was an Esper.
Okay, Nani already did this one? Yeah.
Yeah. I forget which Esper, but...
If it's Odin, that's pretty important, because that could lead... Okay, no. Nobody War might already have that one, but that could lead you back to the triplets fight there, because then you could Odin... who's in the back? Is it Mo?
Oh, yeah, Mo can take care of that one. Oh, magic power +2 on that unicorn Esper, though. Would have been nice to have on Sabin earlier.
Yeah, he's going to need it. If he's going to keep casting spells and throwing rods and stuff.
Gonna get big brain saving at the end of this.
This is another reason why the Egger check gets skipped a lot, because you have this nice long walk back to the airship.
Oh yeah, this is demoralizing.
Yeah, and
Through
there's
a
really
desert.
not many other checks that have this kind of trek to get back to your mode of transportation. Ooh, a nice little train peak. I like this. You can save right before here, run in, see the reward. Even if it's an item, you can even do the next and check your menu to see who can equip it before you reset out. Really good info. Alexander, Cure 2, Magic Power +1. Okay, so now he's got to know the black magic is turned off, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So they both have to know that at this point and adjust accordingly the strategies, and okay, I like this a lot too. This is going to finish up all Mog stuff. I like fading this until... Ooh, there's Strago behind Amaro. Fading this until you have the equipment, the gear, the levels, all that, the consumables that you need to make sure you can do all these checks in a row without having to save, which is super important. It saves a lot of time. So because we're gonna run up here, we're gonna talk to the wolf guy, we're gonna pick a reward, then we're gonna do the Kefka and Narsh, we're gonna teleport back down into the mayor's house, and then we can immediately talk to the guy who starts the Moogle defense check. You can go and do a save in between, but then you have to walk all the way to the front of the city and out. Oh, okay. What's up, Yeti?
Well,
yeah, we don't need Strago, so that's pretty nice. That's an easy fade. We'll pick him up as character 5. He'll probably be the old bench Yeti, but Glue's out there somewhere being very happy.
so back over on Nobody War's side, a significantly less smooth experience running into those two, the two Dobermans fight, which does not grant any experience points, and unfortunately finding out that there is a percentage chance that random encounters will not be escapable. Could not get away from the Doberman fight. Had to use some resources just to get a few $1,000.
That was the 1% chance.
Oh, wow.
Is it a 1%? I thought it was more than that.
I think 99% of them were escapable, I think, if I remember correctly.
76%.
76. Oh, my bad. Oh, that was a different.
Okay.
Okay. My defense, I rolled 15 of these things, so I got a little seed bleed there.
Yeah, so Nani there, taking the regular reward. The item on the Wolfman was just a force armor, so we will not be seeing that again. Don't believe Skip is in play at all. Or is it Vanilla 22 on the Abba flags?
No, I don't think there's a skip.
Yeah, okay, so no skip. Okay, interesting from Nani. You're taking some Green Soldier battles. This is interesting.
I actually kind of agree with this. Nani knows that they're getting Kefka unlock after this, after this check. So clearing this entire map out to get these three characters up to speed kind of makes sense. It's just a strategy. Just like get these guys juiced all the way up with as many levels as you can, and then just fly right on in there and see what happens.
I mean, he basically has Quasar Sabin. He's got Lobo Rage Sniper offering Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
that's
here.
unlock. So, I mean, yeah. I think Mog has like 3
builds. And, could also take that like 50 grand that his grandpa left him and go to Thamasa and just buy a billion rods or all the super balls you can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Odin for instant death. Multi-summon is on. Basically just looking for a way to skip calmness.
Mog has...
Okay,
hey,
well, there
There we go.
Still could get a little tricky in stage 2 unless somebody's learned mute. So Siren would be a nice Esper to fall out of the sky.
Yes, it would.
Okay, so he took that fight that's normally the was it Dante or whatever, and
yes.
it was Ultros. That's fun.
Yes, another one of the flags that I neglected to mention early on is that a certain percentage of the random encounters are just bosses.
Oh, well, Uncle Alti always here to touch us with his noodly appendage.
Okay, only 5% bosses. But still, I mean, that's a good one to find, right? Get some experience, and you're going to be able to beat that guy.
Yeah, nice thing about the rando is that boss encounters give experience. So when it's a vanilla game, they do not. So pretty good. Okay, yeah, 2 fire rods will probably do it. Oh yeah, especially with that rage damage, we should be good here. The question is this enough to beat the game? I don't know. However, walking through tower, you can take both dragons. You'll get the extra fight on the side. So maybe that's another way to grab some levels and some good rewards. Could find a really nice weapon on one of the on the toilet check or either dragon.
Yeah, I might be tempted to even take my full party up the right-hand side, just to, like, clean out as much as you're comfortable with before you go back. Level 36 is not too shabby, but yeah, like you said, you're going to want to...
Has either runner gone to Opera House Dragon yet?
Nani has, yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I thought. So, where else could you go?
Ooh, I like this. Buying a power sash for your rage user.
Yeah, I think tower is probably the best action here.
Yeah, just clearing out as much of that stuff as you want until you're feeling like you can take care of it. Like there's Toilet Atma and the dragon in the middle. There's a boss and another dragon on the right-hand side. We've got plenty of warp, so if you really feel like it, you can just keep going.
Yeah, you could clear out. You could put your characters all in, like, you could put Amaro on the left and then just put like 2 and 2 or whatever. Clear both lanes out at the same time. Warp out, warp back in. You got a lot of options here. You could put your whole party in one lane, clear it, warp out, clear the other lane, warp out. Okay, there's a.
I mean, they started with 7 warp stones. It's not like they don't have any. I mean,
yeah, and they have every character has the warp spell. So,
they just saved though.
Yes, yeah, he just saved that side of the
tower. Yeah, I would definitely full clear the tower. Just middle.
Okay, gonna go for a check and then reset out if it's garbage, and then be right back next to the tower.
Oh, they're doing Yeti. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, dragon plus the check that's guaranteed not to be a character. That's pretty decent. A little bit of a walk to get up there, but if it's garbage, you can just reset out.
Yeah, might not go for. I mean, I would imagine anyway, not go for Strago behind the Yeti check.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, the only thing I could think
maybe drop down and take the monster in a box if you really thought that it could be something. But now that you know that it's vanilla, I wouldn't bother with that either.
I mean, I guess unless you really want a Minerva.
This is Ice Dragon. Ice Dragon drops what?
Force shield?
Yep.
He already has a force shield though. He just got one. He also has an economizer. He hasn't equipped, by the way.
It's 50 magic points and some decent EXP. So, and then of course the random reward that won't be. It could be a big sword.
I mean,
maybe he's also looking for an Esper out of the Tritox spot. That's my only guess anyway.
Yeah, gonna have a few fights in the tower.
Something to maybe give Mog something to do.
Yeah, with multicast on, if it's something that does like non-elemental damage, which would be pretty nice. Bahamut, as you guys were mentioning, not bad.
Yeah, or maybe one of like you said, Siren would be really handy if it just sort of showed up.
Yeah, it falls out of the sky. Pearl Lance, okay, that's a magic stat boosting stat stick.
I guess potentially something for Mog to do if you want to put him in the front row.
And he can't. Neither of them can use it. That's weird.
Oh.
Nobody can use it.
Classic. All right, what is in the brick of ice?
Oh man.
Oh, Uncle
War has no luck with any of these random encounters.
Yeah, oh man, going back to the continent. That's rough. You don't want to be going to the floating continent after 30 minutes.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, Ice Rod going to make short work of our friend Chupan here. This fight, unfortunately, does not give EXP, so this is Not worst case scenario, because it could be a boss that's really nasty that you have to deal with, but still gonna get the reward, just no EXP.
Yeah, not quite the output that Nanigay was hoping for.
Yeah, Bismarck not really gonna do anything.
Either.
What is it gonna? If it teaches quick though, nope.
I mean, technically, Fist is. Oh, he's going for Strago. Okay.
Huh.
Technically, Fist is weak to water. I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see the whale summon. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Not going for the MIB either. So, what is the old man gonna do for you? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm very interested. Hopefully we can talk to Nani Gray after this also to get some insight on going after Strago.
I mean, if he has, like, throw, okay, great. Or, we already have lore.
Oh, my.
Tools? If he has tools, that'd be good. Because that's guaranteed ID with the air anchor that we found. Yeah, it's Strago. He's so slow. You're getting him late. Don't have guaranteed stat ups in every Esper to make sure you can get him some stat boosts.
Maybe Nani's just hoping to replace Edgar or Mog with somebody that has a better command.
Yeah, and I mean, if Strago being slow, if every other character is like, bonkers good, him being slow and just acting last is not that big of a deal.
Strago's
I was trying to think about his checks.
Strago being stat with 50% lowered.
Yeah, I mean exactly. If he rolls 57% of his speed, I mean, he could roll 150%. Then he would have the speed of a normal character.
Wow.
But the problem is his checks don't really do anything either. Like, if this was a character that had a nice free check or like a really quick check with maybe a double tap where you got a dragon in a check, then you could like maybe go and grab those as well, and then you're stacking EXP, you're stacking chances of getting better rewards. But Strago's checks are the worst in the game. So, you're even if you peek the tower, that's a 2-minute walk up and down.
That's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Realm, not a bad reward. Definitely a rough going for it, but oh, hey, okay, maybe Nani Gray just wants another character for the tower, right? Like just to make sure you don't have a single person going through one of the lanes.
Yeah, I mean, with Umaro, you're kind of stuck with one character solo anyway by default.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably go for some other checks. Did we do everything that Saban? Yeah, we looked at everything that Saban had. I guess that was the only option. You can't go to Veld Cave.
Magitech Rome is 69 magic power based.
Wow.
There's your black magic.
I mean, yeah, that's a fantastic character to find.
What was the Magitech upgrade? Checks?
Yeah, 22 checks.
Yeah, 22 checks, which
interesting. Well, I mean, if you're going to clear out
he's
the
at
tower,
11. That's not.
Yeah, okay, that's not happening. But if you're going to if you were at like say like a 19 here and you're going to the tower, you may as well just do all three and bam.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wonder, okay, with Strago, maybe taking a peek at Magic Tower real quick would be worth it. If it's a character, and it's a really good character.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, we unfortunately know where Magitech is, so the added extra checks aren't probably going to do a whole lot for you, but...
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, if you find a character with a great ability, it might be worth the walk up, because you're going to... The dragon, you're going to get the rewards there. You can maybe skip something in the tower, to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the reason why Nani Gray did that, because he didn't have a 6th character put in a side lane, so his 4-man body could go in the right lane.
Oh, right.
He wanted to keep his party together. He didn't want to split the party there, so he would have had to give up one of his party members and not get levels at all.
Does that mean I'm closest without going over?
Maybe that's why nobody wore
we'll give
Drop
you
Log early. because he wanted a power level only 3 characters, knowing that he was going to take a 3-character party to clear the tower at the end.
Right.
So
you
1,
want
1,
to
and
take
3.
all 4, so we got the 6th character, so we can keep his all 4 party members together.
Very layers upon layers of strategery here.
Looks like no experienced party. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All characters get EXP though, so Mog wouldn't like really be a bane to you. I don't get it. Well, hey, another Kefka. All right, sounds good. Easy fight.
Yep.
Yeah, Runic just not going to do anything for us here.
Yeah, Chattius in the chat pointing out, I did see it earlier, but I kind of forgot about the vanilla monsters in a box. There's a pretty good chance Nobody War wanted to come through here earlier on because there is a Gigantos hanging out in that box early in this dungeon.
Yeah, probably the second best thing you can find out of the boxes. Huge EXP, fight to get under your belt. Gonna just drop all the rocks on this behemoth. Nani taking the Skull Dragon. I think, is this what drops Muscle Belt?
I want to say this one is...
I know
yes,
the gold one...
Muscle Belt.
Yeah, the gold one drops the orb, so that would make sense because they're both in the tower. Unfortunately, unless it also drops a VK, we're not going to see it utilized here. Although, we were mentioning earlier with the stage 4 Kefka, you might have to eat an Ultima, so maybe getting over 4,000 HP is a good idea. At least one.
Right, yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that they haven't put Offering Atlas Armlet on the Shadow yet.
Does the sniper damage not get divided?
It does, but because the ×4 it does to flying creatures, which all of Kefka's climb is flying except for the first tier, it offsets it by a great amount, so it doesn't matter. So that's why.
Interesting. Yeah.
Nani Gray remembering that you've only got the one Moogle charm.
Yeah, this is where it's going to be punishing you the most. So, opening chests? Yeah, I like this. Try to spike something really good on your way down. I mean, you got to walk through here anyway. You were kind of cut off from shops because vanilla shops, so you could find some good armor, a good shield, maybe even a crazy weapon pull.
Plus just the feeling of like getting unlock at, minute 30 or close to it. That kind of helps you sort of breathe a little bit easier about the idea of like, well, yeah, maybe I will grab a couple chests on the way up Kefka's tower. Maybe I will fight that extra dragon. Which is fun. We never get to see what sort of stuff we could be missing along here. It's all new superstitions that we could be making here on Nani Gray's side.
Yeah, so... Oh, there's magic urns. Too bad, if you run away to the fight, do you still get the rage?
I'm not sure.
Because that's probably the best defensive rage you can get.
This is a random fight goddess.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not the end of the... This is not the end of the path. That is the little star thingy at the end of the path. So this is just the... there's 3 forced encounters here when you step on a certain tile. And, hey, it's that lady.
Oh, hey, thank you very much, chat. So, yes, if you see them, that is all that is required to get added to your rage list.
Yeah, so that's cool. So, if things get squirrely in a fight like, say, this one, the Magic Urn Rage is not out of the question. Would be better with 4 characters, though.
Nobody War is running into some really extreme poor luck with, like, partially his routing choices, but also just all of the random encounter nonsense that he's had to deal with this whole seed is bananas.
Yeah, I would be more sympathetic if I didn't play a seed earlier where I started with Strago and Gogo and Shadow, and I was forced into Floating Continent to get a character. So, that's why I don't roll anything for any kind of competitive play.
You can't be held responsible. Yeah,
it's just too much weight to have on your shoulders. All right, well, I mean, made work of it. This is going to be a free scal. Not like it's going to be all that useful, but Maybe if we find a character that throws.
A big pile of experience points, too. Nobody Wars levels. We got to be pretty nuts at this point. Oh, here's another statue.
Oh my!
Well,
That's
I mean,
all three of them.
you did just kind of see them get moved around before you try to leave, so they're just kind of be like, "Hey, before you go."
That's a good point. Yeah, they're just right over there.
Right, main party here. Gonna go ahead and clear the middle, and then I'm assuming we're gonna warp out and split the two characters evenly.
Didn't take the extra dragon though.
Well, Solo Amaro probably will not be taking that.
Well, no, you could do a crossover reverse to get the dragon the other way.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
if you
walk
wanted to,
backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to backtrack, you could.
Might not be out of the question here because well, no, you're gonna clear both bosses, so you would have done it first. Yeah.
Might also not be, if you were going to do that, maybe sending your whole party up the. I guess Lonnie Gray already did that, didn't he? No, we sent him up the middle. But yeah, sending him on the right-hand side to take care of that boss on top of getting the dragon experience. Uh-oh, goner.
Yep. Thankfully, this fight does not have anywhere near as much stats as Stage 4 does, so it doesn't hurt as bad, but still risky.
Yeah, finally got that offering on the Rage user. Also, double boss kill. It was pretty sweet.
Okay, and our last piece for continent is maybe something good.
Oh, better than another character.
Oh, right. Okay. So double IKO. Not too big of a deal with multi-summon on, but another chance for maybe a decent stat increaser. Are we going to Coliseum? Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Oh.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe gonna throw Realm in there. Magitech, not a whole lot of spells. Oh, yeah, you don't get.
Yeah, did not realize that info is not on.
Well, never mind.
Well, if it's Vanilla Coliseum and you know that inside out, then there's potential. But I mean, we don't really have any of the best item chains. So not that I can think of.
See, I kind of agree with this. Nobody War, just heading straight in. We'll see if. Nope, not even gonna do that. Just gonna go for it right here. There is a dragon along the way, so Nobody War does still need one dragon to get unlocked. Probably gonna maybe fight it with the middle party, I suppose.
Definitely, yeah. You can't take a risk on the solo character. If it's Oh well, I mean, he knows it's vanilla, so in theory, yeah, you can take that risk because you can just gear your character properly. Like, if you take the gold dragon fight, you just equip something that absorbs thunder, and you're fine, right? But
true.
Yeah, I think Nobody War probably, taking that wipe to FC on the second boss before getting in, definitely knows he's behind, right? So, got to throw the dice here, I think. And he's correct, because we know that Noni's, in the end of the lanes.
Right, yeah. Has taken care of a pretty decent amount of Kefka's Tower already. We'll work on getting that stream back up.
Yeah, it looks like we had a little internet drop there. Happens. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Maybe going to fight with Realm. I mean, Realm Magitech solves a lot of problems. It's got a really strong heal on top of having whatever element you want.
Yeah. What is gold? Dragon.
If Realm passes by this dragon, then we're going to see. We're just can assume that some swearing will happen later on.
Right. Yeah. That's what I thought. Gold Dragon's weak to water, so there's no coverage for that in Magitech. But the Bismarck Esper could potentially just get cast over and over. But also, you could just fire beam it. It's not like that that much less damage. And it animates a lot faster than a summon, so... Yeah, Orlance maybe to boost the... Orlance actually doesn't boost magic power. Pearl Lance does.
108 magic power on that realm.
Yeah, that's pretty close to cap. That's 20 points away from cap, so... Not bad. Easy fight here. Gonna throw some Hadoukens and we'll be out of here. Yeah, you can hit Kefka with whatever you want. He is not strong against anything.
Nope. I want to say weak to poison, but that's, you know... It would be nice to use poison, but come on.
Yeah, you can definitely poison him. I don't know if he's weak to it like, say, Punababa is. And there he goes. All right, so looks like Nani's going to do the run back through here, fight the 2 bosses that are remaining, and they'll be on the final Kef.
Still has a bit of an uphill battle to overtake Nani Gray here.
Yeah, nobody definitely behind, but rocking a little bit higher levels. The key here is, are they going to take this this extra dragon?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. So gold is in the middle, actually. All right. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Fire Beam is going to wreck this guy. Didn't remember exactly the placement on those 2, but there you go.
Yeah, I think I had gotten them doubled up also. And also I thought that Nani Gray had sent the full party down the middle to fight the toilet, to take the toilet Atma fight, but must have been off to the right.
Yeah, Nani sent the full party down the right side. So taking the guaranteed battle and then the Skull Dragon as well. And then all the way through the middle lane, fought those 2 bosses, and then reformed here to take out the last 2 on each side. So probably have a single character that's going to go in the middle, and then we've got a 2+ Umaro, and then strong the other 2 characters. Yeah, Strago will go through the middle here. Oh, did he screw this up? No. You can just go. Shadow can go up and to the right. Yeah, and then that'll open up Setzer's pathway. Setzer up through the middle. Or wait. Setzer has to go last. Yeah. Okay, so smart.
Yeah, wow. And all that shuffling of the Moogle Charm too. I'm glad Nani's playing, not me.
Yep. Yeah, there's a little bit of a math puzzle here depending on who you send down what lanes, because if you have a skip, you can just pick 1, 2, 3, no big deal, right? But if you go down through the lanes, you have to do this crisscross applesauce. And you have to remember that if you send a party down lane 1, they can stay down lane 1, and 3 and 2 can flip, but you can also send a party 3 up first, and then they can go to the left and then flip over. Yeah.
Yep. Everything you said was completely correct, and the accurate way of explaining it. It's not quite as complex when you're actually playing it, but it is something that if you have to stop and think about it at any point going up Kefka's tower, you just kind of freeze for like 3 minutes. Just
you don't want
floats around your head.
You don't want to screw it up and have to warp out and reset it all and do it again. So Strago's going to run right through here, jump on down, and then we're going to see the last 2 statues.
What do we have? Not too far behind though. Making quick work of everything in this tower here.
Yeah, definitely was able to catch up, not having to do the tower twice, the walk.
Mm-hmm.
Saved you a lot of time.
Placing a huge bet on Realm.
Oh, no Moogle Charm, eh?
Oh, it's the...
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, it's not like this has any chance of killing them, but it's extra time wasted and no XP to get for it. So, Ice Beam in the back, yeah. Ooh, Air Force. Okay, so Air Force. This fight is kind of nasty actually. If you hit with higher scaling, as long as you have a way to do lightning damage though to the middle, single target, you'll be fine. But Shadow's already raged up here, so this could go sideways real quick because this thing hits hard when it scales up here. Lucky enough, one of those attacks took out one of the arms.
Yeah, Air Force is one of those bosses that huge glass cannon later on. All of the abilities it's got they scale really well with levels, but his HP does not. So as long as you can do about 10k to that middle piece, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, and he's weak to a bunch of stuff, not just lightning, water and wind as well. So we had that Tempest sitting around. We had to, cases of emergency, break open glass there for that.
I do want to point out something though, real quick, as we just lost. Oh no, come back. No, we just lost 90's feet again. I will point out something that Nobody War does not have unlock. At least not according to his tracker.
Yeah, he fought a second dragon in the tower, so that's just a tracking. The tracking's not up.
Yeah, that's got to be a tracking error because he fought that second dragon in the tower and took out Blue Dragon. I think it was super.
Yeah, he was down in the stratum very early and defeated the Blue Dragon down there. So he's got it. That dragon should just be 202 out of the tracker.
I might scrub his stream a little bit to make sure that we saw the Kefka unlock.
He definitely has 5 characters.
You killed Black Dragon, you killed the one in the
if he killed Blue Dragon, he went
castle,
there.
Yeah, so he had to have 2. Maybe it's just manual, I don't know.
Yeah, so he's got 2 for sure. Did not have to reset out of that. He went there basically first. Yeah, not only with a little update, storming. Yeah, that depending on how your internet gets delivered, which most places in the States, it is not underground. It is on poles, and storms can wreck electricity and internet, or both, often both. Especially if you live in a foresty area where trees can fall on your power lines.
Oh yeah, especially an area that maybe has not been dealing with a lot of inclement weather until more recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, infrastructure build out is something we have been struggling with for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, please don't.
Oh no. Oh.
That could have petrified. That would have been a fun time.
Nobody War with a little bit of luck.
Yeah, luckily the percentage to hit on that is very low. Inferno hanging around his tower, trying to spoil. Pretty common.
Okay. Can confirm that Nobody War did get the Kefka unlock message after beating that second dragon.
Yeah, I think it did lag a little bit there when he was in that area, but no worries. Oh, level 50 plus for Realm here. She's gonna hit pretty hard. That's good. What do we have? Pod Bracelet ain't bad. Make sure she doesn't. You can actually, what you can do is if you have no better relics, you don't really need earrings on her with that high of a magic power stat either. You can put some defensive relics on her and then take her armor and kind of shift that to a character that maybe needs help in that department a little bit more.
Yeah, that can be an interesting way that a really high offensive stat can kind of turn into a defensive benefit if you free up those relic slots. Relic slots are super valuable. Pod Bracelet's a great one to have if you don't have anything better to put in there.
Yeah,
Safe and chill are great.
And with no way to break damage cap on a single magic spell, so max hit 9999, you don't really need to have the earrings boosting your magic damage. The way they work is they do a 5/4 bonus, basically, outside of the normal calculation of the algorithm. So it really is a huge boost. But if your magic stat's already so high that you're hitting 9,000 plus anyway, you're not really getting a very big benefit off of them. So yeah, shifting them around, smart play. Oh no! There's Air Force doing Air Force things.
Man, that was another just perfect combo, right?
Yeah, luckily not on a side run here and didn't take that first, so you can just run it back. But yeah, everything's already equipped where it needs to be. Realm had instant death protection with the momentum ring. That's cool. Yeah, may as well keep that on. It doesn't stop stone though, I don't think. We'll stop Doom and all that kind of stuff. Magic attacks only.
Yeah, fatal magic attacks. So Slayer's Edge and Calmness, unfortunately, not part of that.
Yep. All right, so stage 1 on Nani's side here. You all are probably familiar with this, but we'll run through it anyway real quick. The head is weak to fire, and the long arm there out in front is nasty. You want to get rid of that one first. That has all sorts of tricks. But both of those notably will have a nasty counter attack if you kill them last. So we want to kill those two first, and we want to get that short arm, the little clenched fist there that only does physical attacks, down last. That has no counter if it dies last. So, or well, it could counter just hit you with a normal attack, which is pretty much not a concern when you have this much HP here. And the fire will get the head down real quick, and okay, Raging Shadow, that's interesting. Buffs also will follow you from stage to stage. So if we had something like Haste 2, Big Guard here, so like Safe Shell, all that will follow you through. It has to get dispelled, which it can happen in the next stage, but definitely worth throwing up here.
I was about to say, Nani Gray realizing now that he has multi-summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically with Dispel as well, you're probably not going to get hit. More than one character get hit by that in tier 2. So, still, I do fully agree with popping Big Guard on in the beginning. Nani's HP is pretty high, got some good gear. Like we saw, Shadow would have only taken 400 damage from that fist counter attack, but you never know when something's going to sneak through.
Yeah, it can crit, and then just ruin your day. Big Guard here, not as good as it is in the game that comes after this one, but it does all the other things. It doesn't give you haste like it does in Final Fantasy VII, but it gives you everything else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it looks like Nobody Ward dipped out of the tower and has headed to a shop selling everything off.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Picked up some
Hasn't seen a dot done yet, so we're not at 110, so maybe thinks that maybe my opponent had as much difficulty as I did, or took a completely different route, which led them down a rabbit hole, and maybe I'm okay here. I'm not super behind, but or just didn't think they had enough sauce to finish the job up in the tower. But here we are on stage 2. As you can see, the instant death come out and kill Tools in the middle there, who's also susceptible to instant death, like the long arm in stage 1, but a little less because they can't die to also petrify, but they can die to all the other instant deaths. We got the little tiger head down there. He's weak to ice, has all sorts of nasty magic. He'll start spewing out even one extra worse attack when he gets to half health. And then we have magic in the back and hit in the front. Hit and magic do exactly what they say on the tin. They hit you and they cast spells at you. So normally we want to mute magic in the back, but we don't have it. So we're just going to have to deal with her casting Life 3, Haste 2, all the magics, Bolt 3, Fire 3, all that nasty stuff. And then countering at the end with Quarter and Dispel. And then she also might throw those out when she gets low HP, and then hit will counter with a 10 hit. And, that won't be too big of a deal because, we have, again, a bunch of HP here. And also we have a notably Shadow. So when we get past this stage and there's physical stuff to dodge, like Calmness, we don't even necessarily have to Life 3 everyone. Because Shadow is probably going to evade it if it comes to him with his super high stats and the Interceptor, the dog, almost always showing up to take the hit for him. But,
yeah, I believe that Interceptor check is separate from the regular evasion checks. Am I right, or is it just part of the?
Yeah, okay. you get both rolls. So you get like every roll first to block, parry, and dodge, and then like Interceptor comes in and checks again.
Just the dramatic.
Yeah,
always got to be there.
Definitely bet it all on Shadow getting hit, and just his naturally high evade and all that too can help you out a lot. Because casting Life 3 on everybody will take some time, but, in theory, if you want to take a little bit of a risk, depends on how far behind you or ahead you think you might be. This is a pretty great time considering the flag, so I don't think we're going to take any chances here.
Yeah, I think both runners did a good job recognizing different parts of the flag sets at different times. We had Nani kind of noticing all the different things that were vanilla and utilizing that. Boy, that's just
Big Guard doesn't care. Maybe. Yeah, Big Guard does not care about your physical attacks. Yep. This is one of the reasons why you throw it on.
It's just thinking like one of these has got to work.
Yeah, all 10 hits are random.
I'm impervious to your hits.
Mog just taking all of it.
So, magic at the end, as long as she doesn't quarter party member, not that bad. Also, we could just not get hit with Merton as the opening attack in the stage 3, and we'll be pretty safe there. Also, we can just get all the characters back up. So not too big of a risk here.
Yeah, taking a
There's
big hit at the start is a little bit less scary than having to take a big hit near the end of a tier.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times we'll try to kill hit last because we'll have some way to evade all 10 attacks. Or, but if he decides to hit the same character 8 times in a row, you could just lose your character. When Magic dies, she counters with the quarter and the dispel. So no way to actually kill one of your characters going into the next stage. All right, so stage 3, we got Sleep in the Front. Has normally 40k HP. I don't think we've done anything to increase the level here. And then we got Girl in the back. She's immune to all the basic elements. So you want to use physical or non-elemental magic on her. Only has 9,999 HP though, so could one hit her, but she will heal and res and all that stuff. So you want to take her out first. Sleep in the Front has when he gets to 25% HP or lower, he will start using Train and Meteo on you. So you want to try to skip that by doing more than 10,000 damage in a round, and then he counters at the end with Calmness, which can hit 1 or 2 characters. It could be the same character. Oh!
Yeah, not that one. Different Calmness.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah, it's an instant death attack. It's physical like we were talking about before, so the only ways to evade it are like Vanish, dodging it, parrying it, or the Golem or Fenrir Esper. So, the Fade Blink status, or just having a physical shield that absorbs the damage. So going to be some math here, trying to make sure that we get to the right amount of HP to then be able to try to, if we can't do a 10,000 damage in one turn, at least being able to do back-to-back and only eat like one Meteo. The problem is if Train gets cast, that blinds our characters, and if we're relying on physical attacks with weapons that can miss, we have a 50% chance to miss. And the randomizer, the Dark Blind status is fixed. It does work properly, whereas it doesn't do anything, basically, in the vanilla game. It's just bugged. To not work. Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be tough too. I'm not sure if Nani really has any way of doing more than the damage cap in a turn other than like Shadow getting lucky, right? Like proccing the bite move and maybe also getting a couple of throws instead of swings.
Yeah. So we basically need the quad attack. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. That's more than 10,000, but that unfortunately didn't kill. So maybe just gonna, just hopefully the rage does it. Okay.
Oh,
awesome.
Hey, okay.
So if you can get your turns synced up correctly, you can just evade. Okay. Where was the Calmness? There was no Calmness there?
No, it was Mog just blocked it.
Mog just blocked it. Okay, great.
I mean, that's a great Calmness protection. Just have good evasion.
Yeah, just parry that stuff.
Yeah, just parry it.
Yeah, if you get your turns synced up perfectly, if you basically let stage 3, Sleep take the turn there, and then you queue your actions right up after your character that's going to attack or automatically attack, like the rage was there, and you line it up. You still get to take your turns in order, no matter if they fill their action gauge up. They're still waiting behind you to take their turn.
Right.
So, very, very good timing there. And we got stage 4 here at the end. Fallen One's going to come out, put everybody's HP to 1. We can skip that by doing a bunch of damage really fast and put him in the stage 2, which he'll charge Goner and counter with some hyperdrives. And hopefully we can kill him before he's done charging and not take a Goner. And we don't want to get him below like 20k where he gets to take a turn, because then he could theoretically Ultima us. So even though a couple characters will probably survive that, they really want to be at max HP for that if that happens.
Yeah, since Ultima ignores magic defense, you can pretty well predict what it's going to do. It's typically between 22 and 2500 HP. So Shadow and Edgar are kind of in the danger zone. Sabin and Mog are going to be fine if they're at full health. Yeah, and it looks like we got a good amount of damage coming out here from all these rods. Very, very nice. This is going to be... that's it. Yep. 114.34. Maybe 33. Very nice work.
Well done. Well done. The old man paying off. I never thought I'd see it happen in my life.
Yeah, interesting. An interesting route that like Nani had to do a bunch of extremely non-standard stuff to get through it. And 114.20 or 34, excuse me, that's good for a normal seed, much less one that has this many curveballs to throw at you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic Atmos series time, like on its own.
Yeah, right.
And
I
we
would love
didn't really
that.
we didn't really have any access to really good weapons. Like the sniper was basically the best thing we found. We found some of the
Mhm.
vanilla dragon weapons. None of those are great to attack with. So we're gonna be joining the booth by Nani, and Nani, well done, GG's.
Thank you, thank you. The weather right now might actually be audible, so
Yeah, storms are always a a crapshoot.
Mhm.
So we'll try to
mhm.
talk to you while we can here. Yeah. Any like thoughts about the sea that stood out to you before we ask any questions?
Honestly, when I saw the flags, you know, the yeah, yeah. When I looked at the flags, the first thing I was thinking when I saw vanilla shops is I'm going straight to Thamasa.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be rods for days.
Yeah, well played. Also, Super Balls and Ruins End.
Yeah, I remember that it was in one of the early World of Ruin shops, but I couldn't remember which one. I thought it was Albrook, but I think it might be Zen or maybe even Miranda.
Yeah, it's Zen.
Yeah.
But I mean, the rods were doing excellent work all the way up to the end there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't find that Magic Plus 2 Esper though.
Yeah, I think you picked that up significantly earlier than Nobody War did, which I think was a pretty strong indicator for how the seed was going to go. Was there any plans that you had going in for builds, or were you just going to kind of play it by vibes and let the seed show you what's going on?
It was basically vibes, especially with the very constricted equip options. And nothing was dropping weapons. That's why I went to Ruin Jador to see if anybody could equip a sniper, and thankfully Shadow could.
Yeah, that really paid off late there with Shadow getting the rage on and with the offering and everything. Really smart check on the vanilla monster in a box down in the stratum. Did you already know that was a vanilla box, or was that just a let me just see what this is? And
Well, what for the offering?
for the offering, yeah.
Yeah, I knew about it. But say, speaking of luck, though, the level 3 muddle actually hitting. Like,
Yeah, that was
That was
crazy.
hype. That was great.
But,
So, with the routing, the couple, I mean, pretty much flawless routing basically. But at the end there, when you went to go get Strago, was that specifically for your tower strat? That's what we were thinking it was when we were thinking about it.
exactly. I knew I was gonna have to do a double run because I only had 2 characters able to do anything. So, but I needed a 6th character to do that. And
Yeah.
and since I knew about Strago on Yeti,
Well done, yeah.
and,
Unfortunately,
and of course the extra levels to basically brute force this whole thing certainly helped.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately for Nobody War, he went to Floating Continent. He got to the second boss fight, died to the triplets, and then ended up going back later. So lost a lot of time there, finishing up Kefka now. But otherwise, like I said, your routing pretty much flawless. I don't think there was anything I would have changed personally, if even if I had the spoiler log. So well done.
I wanted to speak to that a little bit because it was really a really impressive route. I was kind of I guess similar to my last question. I'm curious how much of it was pre-planned and how much of it was, finding a need that you need to fill, but kind of noticing right away how to successfully do that.
Well, I think the only real pre-planning was the shopping. With seeing 1 MP blowfish and having the rods, and that I figured I might be able to do an early dragon, but level magics though.
Oh, they were everywhere.
Yeah, I just gave up and decided to just roll with it. at level 3, ill-advised on Dirt Dragon, but it worked out.
Yeah, we had the 5% boss encounter in the normal fight section, and Nobody War hit a goddess up on the forced encounter in the Floating Continent last
Nice.
stretch with Poltergeist at the end, so that was pretty hilarious.
Very nice.
Yeah, we saw a couple of extra Ultroses and Kefkas in there, which was pretty good.
I only saw the one Ultros.
Yeah, so that was on, but you really didn't need to take a whole lot of extra fights, so worked out well.
Yeah, that the experience scaling. Yeah, I think because of that, with I think 3 times experience CD.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I think I was like mid-50s by the time I finished.
Yeah, something like that. Which is kind of necessary when you're rocking like a lot of B or like low A tier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, any last thoughts about the seed, and if not, have anything else coming up that we should be on the lookout to see playing in?
Nah, I don't really think I have anything else really to say.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth for the interview, and again, well played. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah, good job.
All right, so we've got Nobody War here on stage 3, just finishing up. I saw an Alexander summon. Things must not be going well.
Yeah, he's pulling out all the stops, as it were.
Yeah, Super
Went
Ball's
back
getting
to.
tough. Yep.
Sorry, yeah, went back to Thamasa and Zen to buy a bunch more items. Throw here. Picked up some boots. Oh, hey, look at that! We get to see the goofed up whirlwind. That's fun.
Yeah, does that always happen when a character's in the sky?
I wonder. Yeah, that might be it.
I think it's from the Condemned Whirlwind. I think glitches that.
Oh, Condemned. Okay. Yeah.
I know Condemned messes up Final Kefka as well.
Yeah. It's almost as buggy as Sketch.
Oh, man. How often does that happen, where you're in a Chaos Seed and the Sketch glitch is turned back on?
Oh, I don't know. Saber? Do you know?
Girls Down. What was that again?
Oh, sorry. I was just curious if the Sketch glitch flag can get turned back on in a Chaos Seed.
Yeah. I mean, point blank with a Doomgaze, for crying out loud.
Awesome.
Which luckily you guys didn't run into. So
I was hoping that Haydn was going to be one of the required bosses.
Lord.
Oh, here's a Meteo.
Ooh,
got a block from Sabin. Oh, but it hit both other characters. That's not good.
Oh, Shadow going down's not good either.
And here's another one. Okay, double miss. That's good. Yeah, Edgar, unfortunately, does he have an Aura Lance?
Yeah, I fought that Poltergeist.
Okay, so, yeah. Oh, that's still not a lot of damage.
Using it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
like 3.
Yeah, because wouldn't he have a spear in his hand there if he had it equipped?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't have. Maybe he couldn't equip that either. By the way, Nani Gray, Nobody War did find Realm on Planet Continent 1 on his second attempt. And Realm has 108 magic power with Magitech.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it started with 69, but with all those Magic Plus Espers, he just left it on her for a while.
Yeah, just planted Unicorn on her for like 30 levels.
Yeah, I could see it. That makes perfect sense.
I don't need black magic. I have Magitech Realm.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't. Too bad there was no feasible way for us to find 22 bosses for the upgrade.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
What was it? 22 bosses? I thought it was 22 checks.
No, it's 22 bosses.
Oh,
yeah, it was.
That's
Checks was for Overcast.
There was one randomizer I rolled that looked really, really good, but the bonus was do 33 checks and get Go-Go with plus 68 speed.
Oh,
I was like,
Okay.
okay.
That sounds nice. I'm not going all the way over there for it.
Ooh, that's not
Ooh,
okay. Ooh,
That was perfect.
Beat by the big
Targeted
guy.
the only character with HP.
Oh, by the way, shout out to your Mog versus hits doing 0, 0,
Oh, yeah.
0.
That was great.
0.
Yeah, I am so glad it was focusing on that snow muffler Mog. Whew.
I did clip that off for later.
There's the Goner charge. Probably going to take care of it. Not quite as much damage output, but I think had done more than enough leading into this.
Yep,
One more
looks
fire
like
rod
this is
realm.
gonna finish it here. There it
And
is.
go. GG's.
All right, let's see if Nobody War's gonna join us, or if we're gonna wrap it up. All right, hey Nobody, well done, 125.52. With unfortunately what happened to you in Continent there, still a really nice run at the end. Oh, I have some audio issues here.
Howdy.
There it is.
Hey, there we are.
Hey.
That was fun.
Yeah, Continent. How about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, if I would have stuck to my original plan when I saw the original shops and just went there and bought the rods right away, the Stooges fight would have been nothing. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm just going to do this instead of that for a few minutes and get sidetracked and forget.
Yeah, I think when Tersman and I we first saw the fight happen, we're like, "Oh, this is normally a nasty
Yeah,
fight.
you
It
know,
shouldn't be a big deal." But we didn't really notice that you hadn't picked up the rods there, and yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
undid the good play to go to Continent early. How about
I
that?
probably
realm,
didn't need to double dip the tower at the end there either. But the groups are set up wrong. But yeah.
Yeah, you
I mean,
figured
Air
it out.
Force
Either
is-
way.
Air Force is a rough customer when you.
Yeah, I was
that
praying
late.
to Schwantz that those thunder rods were going to hit hard. They just weren't.
Yeah, and he did do the attacks in the exact sequence to get you, unfortunately.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple S Devil May Cry combo.
So, any thoughts about that seed, or anything that stood out to you?
I want to point out there, I want to apologize to our runners for your stats companion yelling at you for too much menuing. Rip that, so because of the Moogle charm.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
I guess-
nobody. Did you have anything that stood out to you in that seed that you want to talk about?
It was going to be quick when we only needed to find 2 characters, and you got that one pretty much free right off the bat. It was just which one of these checks are you going to go? It's going to be the next character that you need, and then you can pretty much just plan for the end. Yeah, obviously floating continent with the 2 guaranteed. I mean, I ran through all of Sabin stuff afterwards. There was no characters there. Was there any characters up in Narsh with Mog?
Umaro on Kevka
Yeah.
Dodge.
Yep.
Oh, that would have been quick too. What was the
Yeah,
bosses up there? That would have been real easy. I had thought about that, but
Oh.
And then Strago was
not
behind
remember.
him all as well.
I know that the fight that's normally the test rider was one of the Ultroses, but I
those
actually
3.
don't remember what the actual boss
yo, that
was.
floating continent was wild with the double statue boss.
Yeah.
God, is it the okay?
What?
I want to talk about that at least a little
Yeah,
bit.
please
The
tell me about
like,
it.
the vaudeville routine that this
Uh-huh.
game played on you with random encounters. You found that same level magic formation 3 times. You ran into Goddess immediately before the end of Floating Continent, and then the one time that you forget to put a Moogle charm on Realm, she runs into Chupon.
Yeah.
Is this something
It
you
was-
do a lot more?
No, that's
chaos
just
seeds.
me. That's just the game.
Okay,
the game loves
because
me.
you do a lot more chaos
Yeah,
seeds
no,
than I do.
no,
I was
no.
wondering if this is
Yeah.
something where you see it, you're like, oh, it's this Joker again, because I was watching this like dumbfounded.
I thought I would be okay, and the percentage was real low. I think.
It was like 5.
Yeah. I thought I'd be cool. Nope.
And the dogs you can't run away from.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I never kill the dogs either, because there's that one set that doesn't give experience, and then the other one is super low. So I just always run. Yeah, this was good stuff. I enjoyed this.
All right, well done. Do we have any other final thoughts, questions we need?
I think I'm good.
Guess not. Okay, cool. All right, so let's plug what we got coming up. We got the Moogle Cup running right now, so we actually had 2 races earlier today, so you can check that out if you see the syncs up. So hopefully, about another week or so, and then we'll have some group stage, some group winners will be through, and group second places will be through and into the second round. And we've got stuff on Mondays on Speed Gaming. We're here every Wednesday. Saber, you got that marathon coming up?
Yeah, I got Gaming for Hope, Gamers Against Suicide. That'll be coming up here the end of August now, beginning of September now. So that will be, of course, for suicide awareness like that. I also got my event this weekend for Guild Wars, so that's kind of crazy too. So I'm pretty busy right now, so it's kind of crazy for me.
Nice. And Turtman, you got anything going on?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different races that are attached to the Speed Gaming Live that's coming up soon. Go check out that if you want to see. If you've been curious about one of or the other, and you kind of want to see how it ends up playing a bunch of stuff there. I am joining in the Crystallis Randomizer Tournament. It's an archipelago one, and it is flags I am not used to at all. So that's been pretty exciting so far. Still in the qualifiers, but that'll be starting up soon, along with like I said, a ton of other races going on through Speed Gaming Live.
Nice. Always enjoy the Crystallis Randomizer. I hope you get the swords you want.
Me too. Let's keep that water sword way in the back. I don't want to have to worry about that for a little while.
Right on. Nobody, you have anything coming up soon?
A little bit of vacation, but me, I'm always around, running Ruination Seeds and other Chaos Seeds. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'm going on vacation too this month, so nice. Next month technically, quote unquote. But yeah, that's you'll find me here most Wednesdays in the commentary booth. And thanks again everybody for coming out tonight to our racers, Saber, Tursman. And do we have anything else before we sign off here?
I almost forgot about Atmos Series going on right now. The new ladder for the Worlds Collide Discord. If you want to head on over to FF6WorldsCollide.com, we got a link to the Discord in there, and you can check it out. We're almost done with the first season. The second one will be starting up sometime in, I think, late fall, early winter was the last projected one. So if you want to get in on the more standard ladder, that would be the very good place to start. I'll make sure I get that plug in there.
Awesome. All right, and we're going to be raiding Series Rose, right?
Correct.
All right, so join the raid. Let's head on over there and take care, everybody. Thanks for coming to Weekly Wednesdays once again.
Oh, terribly sorry. Cerise Rose is playing the Behemoth A seed for this week. So if you're in Behemoth A, you're going to have to go find something else to do for the rest of the night, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Whoa.
Right.
See you in the spoiler room.
All right, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.